Hi, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home. I'm going to be doing fitness Pilates with you this morning, which is 45 minutes, and hopefully you're going to join me. We'll be working through different exercises, more on your core stability, back strengthening exercises, a little bit of mobility, a little bit of stretch, and just really doing from standing down to the ground, whereas we'll be doing some floor exercises. Hopefully you're going to join me this morning, and if you do want to put up any comments, that would be great. It's going to be 45 minutes and nice and relaxed. Looking to breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and just control the breathing, relax, nice calming music, and hopefully get a nice calming workout. And as I said before, if you haven't done fitness Pilates before, although it is based for the fit individual, there is modifications to every exercise, so it will suit anybody. If you do though have any injuries or sore back, or obviously work within your means, don't strain or work out with what feels comfortable. So really just have a try at the exercises, and if you need to bring it down and rest and come back in, then that's totally fine. So it is Saturday morning, and have a drink of water at hand. Make sure that you have plenty of space around the room, so that if you are stretching out with the legs and hands, you're not going to kick any of the furniture. So if you have a table or chairs you need to move, then do that now. And either a rug or a mat, whichever, just so that you're comfortable when you're coming down onto the floor. So hopefully you're going to join me this morning, and we'll work out together. I'm just going to put on a little bit of music. And it is so wet in Glasgow today, but hopefully it'll brighten up later. But if you're joining me, that is awesome, and if you're doing catch up on YouTube, you can catch up at any time. So we are going to just warm up and take you through the exercises, and hopefully you'll be joining me. So you're just going to stand back. Always think about your posture, so shoulders melting down away from the ears, tummy in tight, tilt the hips forward so we're not in an arched back, and then you want to just float one arm on in breath up to ceiling, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth, and then taking the other arm. So you want to be thinking about lengthening your spine as you reach up. So we're lifting, in breath, out breath, coming down, and one more time. And then we'll take that to both arms, just float two arms up. Breathing in, now lengthen, think of the body nice and tall, and breathe out and bring the arms down. Coming onto toes as you lift up the next one. So breathing in, onto toes, and breathing out. And really think about your breathing, nice and high, and breathing out, waking up all my ankle muscles here. And then reach out to the side, so lengthen and back. So try and breathe in as you stretch out, and breathe out as you come back. Really lengthen through the fingertips. You want to really work to have a big stretch here. And then we want to float the arm up to the side. So we breathe in and breathe out and take it across. So you get the big lengthening, and back down, and breathe in and breathe out. Tummy is tight throughout, so we're holding in. Nice engaged core, breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathe in and out. Okay, taking the legs, hips forward, try and keep the hips level when you sway the leg forward and back. So you're trying to just take the leg forward and back, nice and controlled. You can brush off the floor with that foot and changing sides. So you just want to be pulling in the tummy, engage the abs throughout. Nice controlled movements. And we want to roll the shoulders back. So breathe in and breathe out as you squeeze back. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. And then take that forward. So we lift and curl. Lift and curl. Okay, we're going to just lift the knee to the front and take the leg out. So we breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In and change legs. So we're just opening up the hips, just rounding the leg in a small little circle. So we're lifting and then we're lifting the knee up. So we're just doing a tap. So breathe in, breathe out, tap forward, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, hold the knee up and breathe out on the kick out, breathe out and in. If it's too difficult, go back to your floor taps. And two more and change. Again, flat back, tummy in, hips forward, lift the other leg, breathe in, breathe out, tap, breathe in, breathe out, in and out, hold up, breathe out on the kick, breathe in on the bend, try and have your balance. So the stabilizing muscles in your ankles are working really, really hard to keep your balance. And the core is pulling in tight, keeping the body nice and controlled on the kicking out, not to lose your balance. And take that leg down. We're just going to do a roll down, so we want to be opening up the spine, allowing the vertebrae to open up as we roll down. So again, tummy in, shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in, drop the chin down, and we're breathing out and we're reaching down to floor. So we're rolling down slow, as low as you can go. So if you have to stop here, that's fine. And if you can take it lower, keep rolling down. Take a deep breath in before we come back up. And on out breath, tummy in, rolling up. And bringing the head up last. Again, take a deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out. Breathing in and out breath, rolling up. Emphasize the tummy pulling in, rolling up slow. And we'll give that shoulder roll and the squeeze down. 3 times and repeat coming back down. Take a deep breath in, drop that chin, breathing out. And stay and allow the body to get heavy. And we just want to walk out here, so you want to be walking your hands forward and bringing it down into a plank. So the back is flat, the tummy is up, arms are spread fingers if possible into the floor, widen the fingers, have a slight bend on the elbows, and if it's too difficult, bring it down onto knees, put the tummy up, If possible, stay on toes and walk this back, all the way back to the toes, and then walk it back forward. Bring it back into your plank. Concentrate on engaging the core, so the tummy, think of the belly button being on a string, pulling up from the belly button up towards the ceiling. So we don't want the bottom up, we want a nice plank position. And walk it back and stay. Widen the feet width apart and push down with the chest. Push down with the heels. Little curl up of the head, looking up towards belly button. Keep that stretch. Breathe nice and slow in through your nose and out through the mouth. And walk it back forward, back into your plank, and hold your plank. Tummy tight. And then I'm going to give you a little rest. Knees down, sit back and allow the arms to lengthen to the front, head down in your child pose, and just nice stretch. And you're going to come back up onto fours. So we're aiming to have hands underneath the shoulders and stepping back again into your plank. So one leg back, then the other leg, and that tummy nice and tight. So we want to be lifting one leg if possible. So we breathe in, lift the leg, and breathe out and take it down. We breathe in and out. In and out. Tummy nice and tight. Now if this is too hard, bring the knee down onto the floor and you can lift one leg, take it back and lift the other leg. But if possible, stay in your plank and just lift and lower. Lift. This core is really, really nice and tight. Strong core. Lifting. If you need to rest at any point, come down onto the knees and sit back onto your heels into the child pose. We are keeping with this, guys. Working. Nice and controlled, keep the breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And have a little rest. Bring it down, sit back. Allow the body to get heavy. And we're coming back onto fours. So, knees underneath your hips, hands, shoulders, and we're going to do a cat stretch. So we want to take a deep breath in and then we want to open up the spine. So we're tipping down the head, arching up, pushing up through the shoulders, an out breath, an in breath, take it down nice and slowly, bottom up and head up, and then breathing out, curl down, start to roll up, really take it up into that big stretch. It's a lovely stretch to open up the spine, and we'll go one more time, up, so the halfway between all the way up here and taking it all the way down. And then halfway is the neutral spine. So we're going to take opposite, float one arm and leg out. So we take a deep breath in and we breathe out and we take it thumbs up into the stretch. So we're having one arm and one leg. Keep that lengthening of the fingertips and the toes. Keep that stretch on. And on out breath, move out with the hand and the leg to outside and back into midline center. Breathing out, taking it out, and breathing in, coming back. And one more time, out and back, and bring it down. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So we take a deep breath in, breathe out, lift opposite arm and leg, and try and keep the body facing front. On out breath, we take the arm and the leg out. On in breath, we bring it back in, lengthen. Out breath, it's a nice stretch throughout the tummy and the whole body from fingers to toes. So you want to be balancing. One more. And bring it back and take it down. Okay, so we want to be bringing it forward, opposite arm and leg, and then we're just going to drop the arm and leg down to floor. So again, take it into a breathe in, a breathe out, stretch. So we're just going to tap down, so down to floor and lengthen. Down to floor and lengthen. One more and change sides. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, take it out, stretch, and then we're going to take it down and up. Breathing out and in, breathing out and in, and have a rest. We want to be coming down onto elbows. So if you need a drink at any point, have a drink. We're going to come down onto elbow plank. So elbows underneath the shoulders and body into your plank. And we're just going to hold this plank position. If this is too difficult, bring it down onto the knees. We are holding, guys, tummy up. And if you can, we want to be riding forward here, so onto toes and pushing back down through the heels. So it's like forward and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Now keep this going, keep that tummy really, really tight. Just going to adjust this a little bit, so you can see. So make sure you're still keeping forward and back. If you need to rest, rest. I'll be still with it. Pushing back. Keep your bottom down as you push back through the heels. Keep it going. Keep it tight. Tummy up, don't let that belly button drop. It's a small move, but it's a strong move. 2 more. And 1. And sit back. Excellent, well done. Stretch out. We're going to take that from elbows into full arm plank. So we want to be from breathing in on the down and breathing out on your push up. And if you can't keep this going, then just rest and join in, and then just see how many you can manage. So down, so we're down, plank, bottom down. Now if this is too difficult, knees to floor, guys, if you want to modify. Okay, breathing in, breathe out, out, and in, and try to push up with one arm, and then the next time you push up with the other arm. So we're breathing out on the push up and in on the down, and is slow. Breathe out. And if you can, try to not wobble too much. So try and control through the tummy. Doing so good. Are you still with it? Not as easy as it looks. Push. Doing good. Push. Excellent. Keep with us. Doing so good. And rest. Yay! Sit back. Well, I don't know about you, but I've certainly warmed up. So as I said, if you need a drink at any time, then have a drink. So we're going to take it into side plank. And again, work within your means. Try to work hard, but not to strain. On a side plank, the elbow comes underneath the shoulder. The arm forward, legs out. Now, we are knee on the ground is your first, and if you want to take that up a step, then we're aiming to have one leg in front of the other, and if you can, both legs on top of one another, and push up, lengthen to ceiling. These fingers are stretching up, this hip is staying up, this tummy is, the core is engaged, and you don't want to allow the hip to drop down, so you're keeping this up position with the arm. If it gets too hard, come down, have a rest, come back up, and holding. Nice, tight belly button. Hold. Now you're lengthening through those fingertips. Holding. Nearly done. Nice and high. And come down and rest. We're going to take this top leg and we're going to flatten that foot. So grounded foot to the back. We're going to push up. We want to breathe in as we reach up to ceiling. We're lifting the chest up, trying to rotate the hips up as well to the ceiling. So you have like almost like a little back bend. The shoulders will be working hard. So we're aiming here and breathe in, lift up, breathe out, down, breathe in, breathe out, in and out, in and out, push up and down, lift and lift, push, tighten the glute, and last one, and come down. Excellent. Okay, you're going to try that from a full arm. So we're just lifting up and back down, up and back down. If it's too hard, you can just have a little rest in between. So we're trying not to touch the floor with the hip, just hovering, pushing up and tilting those hips up. It's almost like a back bend. Push, and one more, and rest. Well done. Swivel round onto the other side, just back onto our side plank. So, lying down, elbow, option one, knee on the floor, offset feet, feet on top. your workout. Make it as hard as you can. And lifting up, fingers lengthening, hips not tilting back, hips one hip above the other, pushing up, don't drop down, tummy up, and we are holding, guys. Breathing. Don't hold your breath. Hold the tummy, but don't hold the breath. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep this lengthening of the fingers. Keep holding. Keep lifting. Nice and high. How are we doing? Keep it holding. Nearly there. And down. Top leg, flat foot into the floor. In breath, reaching up, lifting body up. So, next in breath, lift up, out breath down. In breath up, out breath down. Hips up, in breath up, rest, taking that if you can onto the full arm. If it's too much, take it back down onto the bent arm, and we're aiming to lift the hips up, and again float the arm up, so reach up. You'll feel the shoulder that is stabilising to hold you, so it works quite hard into the shoulders, but you're aiming to push up your hips. So in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Don't rest on the floor, try and just lift up and back. Breathe in and out, in and out. Doing so good. Push. Nearly done. Breathe in, reach up and out. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Well done. That is quite hard. So we're coming on to our sit bones and we're just going to reach back. So we want to be hands forward and we take a deep breath in, we tighten up the core muscles, start pulling in and breathe out, slide back. I'm arching my back and I'm taking it back and I'm holding. This tummy is down really, really tight. So really squeeze. Excellent, hold. If you need to come up and have a stretch, then come up, have a little stretch and come back down. But we're holding, squeezing tight. If you can, hands down, slide down, fingers just underneath the kneecap and breathe out and in. Out and in. If it's too hard, come up, have a rest. Squeeze, or don't come as low. You can still squeeze to make it the same exercise, but not quite as intense. The lower down you are, the harder it is. Now keep concentrating on pulling that tummy in. Squeeze it. Squeeze. 4 more. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. I'll just put this music back on. And always make sure that you're breathing, you know, holding your breath on the exercises. So we're rolling down, guys. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, roll, arch that back. Come all the way back, breathe in, come up, reach up and lengthen to ceiling. If you want to take the legs out to the front, legs straight will be harder. Breathing in, stretch. Breathe out, arch, roll. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Now take a stretch forward. Breathe out. Reach. And come back up. And breathe out. Lifting the chest. Flat back. Back up. And chest lifting. Body lengthening. Hold it. And come back. Lying back down, roll down. Going to be taking one knee in on a little kind of a cycle. So we're aiming to breathe out and in, out and in, out and in. Now lengthen that leg. If it's too hard, then you can take it down into just a little tap. But if not, twist. Breathe out and in, out and in, out and in. Okay, now grab this knee, extend the foot, hold the knee in tight, the leg is hovering off the floor, and we're taking the hands from this knee, try and hold that same position, take it to the temples, and we're just static hold, tummy down. Now if this is too hard, take the leg onto the floor, hold it, and pulse it, out and in, out and in, squeeze, squeeze, push, push, extra tight abdominals, come on, tight, 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 4 more, 3, doing so good, 2, and 1, little hug, hug is good. Roll back and forth. And then you know what's coming on the other side. So the other leg comes out. Draw the knee in. Other leg hovering. Push the chest up. Pull that tummy down. Take the hands to temples. Hold it. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then on out breath, push up, out and in. Squeeze it. Squeeze. If it's too hard, take that leg onto the floor, keep it moving. Breathe out as you push up. In through the nose. 3 more. And 1. And hug. Nice hug. Okay. So roll back and forth. Bring yourself up. Swivel back round. And we're in our fours. And we are taking it back into our plank. So we take a deep breath in, breathe out, take one leg back, and take the other leg back, and hold. Next in-breath, if you can, take this leg nice and high. And breathe out, and bring it over to the other side, opposite knee to elbow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And rest. I'm sliding on the carpet. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, stretch back. And then opposite leg. Breathe in, push up. Get a glute to tighten. Breathe out, come across. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now the wider you take the knee, the harder. So if it's too hard, you can just come down a little, knee under. You can have it with the knee on the ground, coming across, but aim to stay nice and high and twisting. And twist and rest. Excellent. Okay, taking it back into elbows, elbow plank, tummy up and hold. Now we want to be swiveling hips into the floor, so coming down into the middle. So if you think of where your belly button is and you're trying to bring the hip down towards the floor, tap the floor, breathe out and in, out and in, out and in. So the tummy is coming into centre, the hip, sorry. So breathe out and in, breathe out and in, breathe out and in. Keep it going. Now keep that tummy so tight. You want to have really tight abs. Push, push. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Way. Stretch. Elbows down. Push back with the shoulders. Want to really open up. Stretch the tummy muscles. And work a little bit into the back. And if you want, you can take this up and squeeze back. So shoulders down, melting away from the ears. Hips pushing into the floor. And squeeze. And come back down. Okay, we're going to be thinking here of swimming, a little breaststroke. So we want the hips to stay pushing down into the floor, the feet are on the ground. So we're going to be aiming to take the hands forward and then like a breaststroke and bring it back. So swim and squeeze, swim, squeeze, and keep it going, keep it going. Squeeze the hips. When you come back as high as you can manage or that is comfortable, you're working the lumbar spine, squeezing the elbows in, lift, squeeze it, squeeze. 2 more. And 1. Well done. Bring it back up and slide round onto your sit bones. And we're going to do a bridge. So we want to be lifting a straight up and down. So it's not the mobilization here, whereas we're curling up at the moment. We are just lifting, hands grounded. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, squeeze up. Breathe in, down, breathe out, squeeze. So you want the glute muscles to fire up. So you want to squeeze as tight as you can. I always say, if you think of a credit card between your bottom cheeks and you're trying to squeeze onto the card. So feet are pushing into the floor, firing up the hamstrings and the glutes. If you can, hold up. So we're holding, we have our level hips. Don't allow the hip to drop down. Correct it if it is. Scoop, think of pulling in a pair of jeans that's too tight and you're trying to zip up. So you have to pull that tummy in tight. You hold that position, and if you can, lift one leg out. And if so, you can take foot to floor and back up. Breathe in and out. Don't allow the hip to drop. If the hip is dropping, take it back just to 2 feet on the floor and stick with the tight glute. Keep your breathing. Keep the bottom up. Keep it squeezing. You should feel this firing up of the supporting leg. 2 more. And just bring that leg back. Keep the hips up. Changing sides. Take a deep breath in. Extend. Hips level. And breathe in and out. Pull the tummy in. Doing so good. Keep pushing up. Keep pushing through that rounded foot. Squeeze. Nearly done. 2 more. Last one. Bring it in. Roll down this time. And we're going to roll up. Breathe out. Roll up slow. Hips. Back. And roll back down. Breathing in on the down. So we are doing mobilization work here. So we're just curling up slow off a sticky mat. Bringing the heart rate back down. Breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. And squeeze. Get the back to stretch by drawing in the knees. And hug. Bring it up. Swivel back and forth. Might take you a couple of attempts, and then we're just going to lean back. Take a deep breath in, breathe out and bring it back. If you can, lift the legs up, and if that is too easy, lift the legs up, stretch up and hold this position. Hold. Squeeze, tummy tight. Keep it holding. Doing so good. Keep squeezing that tummy extra tight. And bring the knees in, roll down, and give a little stretch. We're going to lengthen the legs and just swap. Breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in, out, in, out. You can do a little double hug and keep this going. Nice stretch. Pull those legs back. Squeeze. squeeze. If your legs are bent, don't worry, tight hamstrings. Ooh. Nice and controlled. And ease the knees in. Oh, excellent. Okay, lengthen one leg, and we're just going to grab the knee and draw over to stretch out the thigh and look towards the hand on the opposite side of the knee. And if you want to make the stretch harder, take the toe, take the leg out. You can also, only if you want, grab your other toe and draw back. Try and keep the shoulders flat. Oh, such a nice stretch. Hold it. And then you come back up, centre the bottom, extend the other leg, take a deep breath in, draw the knee over, arm out, get the knee as low as possible. If this is enough of a stretch, just stay with it. If you want to extend it, take the leg out. You might have to reach up to get the other foot, and then one foot stretching, the other foot pulling in, so you're stretching the quad and the hamstring, and the back is lengthening. And relax, come back up, grab the knees and roll over. Okay, bring it back up, so we slowly want to be pushing back, first of all onto toes, lifting the bum into the air. So we lift up like we did at the start, and we push down. Tilt the head up towards the belly button, flatten the shoulders down, flatten the heels. Think about lengthening the spine, and then walk back, nice and slow. Now just hang. Breathe. Next out breath, roll up slow, curl, arching nice and slowly, lifting, the head comes up last. And then we want to take the wrist, reach up on in breath, stretch that wrist up, and then draw across on out breath. Same again the other side, breathe in and breathe out. And well done everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for joining me. Hi Elaine. Oh, thanks very much. Glad you enjoyed it. I know it is. It's hard. It's as hard as you make it when you tighten up and really work hard. Great for strengthening the back muscles, the core muscles. So hopefully you enjoyed it and you'll join me next week. Have a great day everybody, and if you're joining me on catch up, hope you enjoyed it. But happy Saturday, fabulous, take care, bye.